Hi, this is Tim Horning and this is Tuesdays with Tim. I'm the real estate educator and this is week 12. The topic this week is the primary residence, tax savings versus renting. I'm going to tell you about a method to calculate your tax savings on your current home or on a possible home that you may be purchasing. This is important for you to reevaluate each year because you need to know what those costs and benefits are, including those tax savings on owning your home. The most important aspects of home ownership, of course, are the pride of ownership and the control that you have over your home and your home life. You must be prudent, of course, when buying a home that you can afford it. And of course, the tax savings are part of that equation. How much money does owning a home save me? These are the questions that I'm asked every year. If I buy a home, how much does it save me in taxes? What's the cost difference between owning versus renting? And then what are the tax savings as a percentage of the payments on my home? Well, you're in luck. I'm going to answer those questions today. And I'm going to use the 2011 tax law. And of course I have to start out with, it all depends on your facts and circumstances. And so the examples that I'm going to give you will illustrate how we determine those tax savings. Again, depending on your circumstances. I'm limiting this example to, again, based on 2011 law, basic scenario, person making $100,000 a year, buying a home for $350,000, the debt of $280,000, 4.5% interest. The mortgage payment per month is $1,419. The other monthly expenses: property taxes $317, insurance insurance $75, and property maintenance at $150 per month. There's also other itemized deductions that I used in the calculation of $4,000. And I took it at three basic scenarios, the three most popular, most current: married filing jointly, head of household, and single. Again, keeping all the facts the same. The tax savings you see on your screen show that the married filing jointly save $3,082. The head of household saves $4,223, and the single, which generally are in a higher tax bracket, saves $5,923 per year of savings. So the actual difference between owning versus renting, including net of the tax savings, for the married works out to about $96 per month. The head of household works out to $191 per month, and the single at $333 per month of tax savings. As a percentage of the property taxes, insurance, and mortgage payment, the percentages worked out to, in my example, this limited example, 14% for the married couple, 19% for the head of household, and 27% for the single. And I'm only showing kids with the head of household because they need at least one to qualify for the head of household status. Otherwise, I'm not showing any kids in my example. So now when people ask me, I can confidently say that the savings will be somewhere between 12% and 35% of your mortgage, property taxes, and insurance. And sometimes it'll vary, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. How's that for being definite? Obviously, the facts and circumstances dictate. Also, I do include, for those of you that want to get into the details, in the PDF file, it does show how I arrived at those conclusions, showing the breakdown of the calculations. So please look at that and call me with questions. So in your case, sit down, list all the factors in your circumstances. Those factors are filing status, income, comparable rent payments, if any, other itemized deductions, other dependents, your mortgage payment, your mortgage interest, mortgage insurance premium, points you may pay on the purchase of the home, the time of the year that you buy it, because obviously you buy it later in the year, you're going to get less benefits, what tax bracket you're in, and retirement deductions, and finally the AMT considerations, and of course other, if there are anything. Don't worry, there's a list of these in the PDF file. In conclusion, every year, ask yourself, how much does my home save me in tax benefits? It's good to know. or what kind of, I call it tax cash, do you get from the ownership of your home? It's important to know whether you're currently renting or if you own. No deer in the headlights, please. I don't want you to look at this and be afraid to tackle this. It's very easy. Start with your circumstances, list them out, and run the numbers, or have your tax preparer run those numbers for you. Keep those comments and questions coming. Next time I will be talking about the tax savings, tax benefits of owning a rental property. So please tune in. For creative ways of dealing with your real estate, give me a call. This is Tim Horning, and this is Tuesdays with Tim.